So, if you've ever even thought about remodeling a bathroom, you know the feeling, right? You get three quotes for what seems like the exact same job, but the prices are all over the map. It's confusing, it's super frustrating, and it just makes you wonder, what am I missing here? Okay, let's just dive right into it. You see a chart like this, and what do you think? $9,000, $15,000, $22,000. The instinct is just to grab that lowest number and run. But here's the truth. These quotes are almost never for the same job. Today, we're going to break down exactly why these numbers are so wildly different and give you the tools to look way beyond just the price tag. Here's our game plan. We'll start with the problem itself. Then we'll learn how to decode the paperwork, hunt for those sneaky hidden costs, look at the quality that's hiding behind the walls, figure out how to evaluate the contractor as a person, and finally, reframe the entire decision around true value. Stick with me, and by the end of this, you're going to be a pro. So let's kick things off by busting the biggest myth in remodeling, the idea that a cheap estimate is a good estimate. I'm here to tell you they are not all created equal. In fact, that lowest price often hides the biggest risks. And this, right here, this gets to the absolute heart of the problem. You ask for a bathroom remodel, but a contractor, they hear a whole list of variables. One contractor might be quoting you for just basic demolition and some simple fixtures. Meanwhile, another is including all new plumbing, a top-of-the-line waterproofing system, and full project management. See? They simply aren't quoting the same job. So how in the world do you tell these different jobs apart? Well, the single most powerful tool you have is a detailed, itemized estimate. This is your first line of defense, and it's how you separate the real pros from everyone else. This slide shows the difference perfectly. Over on the left, you've got a lump sum. That's a huge red flag. That one number tells you absolutely nothing. It's a total black box. But on the right, that's the green flag, an itemized list. Now you can see exactly what you're paying for, and you can finally compare apples to apples between quotes. All right, now for the part that trips up so many homeowners. Even with an itemized list, costs can hide in plain sight. We're going to focus on two of the biggest culprits, things called allowances and stuff that is just missing. First, let's get our vocabulary right. An allowance is basically just a placeholder. It's a budget number the contractor puts in for items you haven't picked out yet, like your vanity or the tile. It is not a fixed price. It's really just an estimate inside of the main estimate. And here is the trap. Contractor A's bid looks thousands of dollars cheaper because they plugged in a tiny $600 allowance for a vanity. Contractor B, on the other hand, gives you a much more realistic $2,000. Now, when you actually go shopping, you will almost certainly spend more than $600, and guess what? That difference gets added right onto your final bill. The cheaper bid suddenly isn't so cheap anymore. The second hidden cost is even sneakier. It's not about a low number. It's about what isn't there at all. What essential work has been left out of the proposal entirely just to make that price look lower? And this is absolutely crucial. If you don't see things like permit fees, waterproofing, or a new vent fan listed on your estimate, they are not included for free. They become future surprise bills. They're called change orders, and they will inflate your final cost guaranteed. Okay, so we've torn apart the paperwork, but honestly, the biggest difference in price often comes from the things you will never, ever see. The quality of the work that's happening behind the walls. This is what determines if your beautiful new bathroom lasts for 3 years or 30. Just take a properly built shower, for example. A high-quality contractor is going to use a solid backer board and a full waterproofing membrane system. A low-cost bid? They might just stick tile onto regular drywall. Now, it might look the same on day one, but one of those is going to fail and cause thousands in water damage, while the other will last for decades. This is where your money is going. And that brings us to a really critical idea. An estimate isn't just a price list. It's a reflection of the company you're hiring. The amount of detail, the transparency, the scope, it tells you a story about the kind of partner they're going to be through this whole process. You know, a higher price often includes professional project management, and this is not fluff. This is the service that makes sure the plumber actually shows up on time, that the right tile gets ordered, that the job site is kept clean, and that you aren't tearing your hair out. It prevents delays and ensures quality, and that has real, tangible value. So think of this as your checklist. Are they properly licensed and insured? That's what protects you. Do they offer a real warranty on their work? Can they give you a list of happy clients? See, a true professional's price includes this peace of mind. A lower bid from someone uninsured isn't a savings, it's a gamble. All right, let's bring it all home. It's time to stop thinking just about the price and start thinking about the value. This is the framework that's going to let you make your final decision with total confidence. This is your new mindset. Don't just glance at the bottom line. Put the estimates side by side and compare what's actually included, line by line. Challenge those lowball allowances. Ask them how they plan to waterproof your shower. And of course, verify their credentials. This is how you shift from just hunting for the lowest price to identifying the best long-term investment. If you only remember one thing from all of this, please make it this. True project value isn't just a number. It's the quality of the materials, the skill of the person installing them, the professionalism of the company, and the durability of the bathroom you'll be living with for years.
And this is the final thought I want to leave you with. A cheap quote might save you some money today, but a quality proposal from a true professional that is designed to prevent problems for years to come, problems like leaks, delays, budget overruns, and all the stress that comes with them. So what is preventing all of that worth to you?